There have been 54 homicides here in the Glass City so far this year. And TPD reporting more than half of those are still unsolved. That means there are a bunch of loved ones waiting for answers or for closure. But how do they deal with it? How do they get through it? Here's Michael Sandlin.
Anytime we lose a loved one, it's devastating, it's emotionally painful, and there's a lot of grief and sorrow and loss. But when it is in a violent situation, that makes it even worse.
The tragedy of homicide is not unfamiliar in Toledo, with the list of victims growing almost every week. Family members of those victims are left processing their feelings after having their loved ones instantly taken away.
I think there's accompanying anger and even guilt of not being able to help them or stop it from happening.
That's Erin Wiley, a therapist and owner of the Willow Center, a counseling center that helps people deal with grief. She says the side effects of losing a loved one to a traumatic loss like homicide puts people at risk for greater depression than normal grief.
That can translate to issues at work, issues sleeping, weight gain or weight loss. It really affects all of a person, their relationships, their physical health, certainly their emotional and mental health.
But Wiley says it's even worse for the families of unsolved murder victims or victims presumed dead but were never found. She describes the lack of resolution for the families as torturous.
I think when something goes unresolved, whether it's a missing person or there's no criminal justice in the situation, people struggle to resolve the grief and come to a place of peace where they can kind of close the chapter and know at least their loved one's at peace.
While the scars of losing someone in a violent situation are deep, Wiley says healing is possible, but it starts with friends and neighbors joining in the mourning process.
I think maybe most beneficial when there's a loss is letting people talk and opening the door for conversation, but also letting them know that you are feeling sad too. I think that can be one of the most connective and healing things people can do for each other, is not just to feel sorry for them, but feel sorry with them.
Reporting in Toledo, Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.